Through all the years that we have been covering Meghan Markle, and it has been quite a ride. I don't gonna lie, I have built two very successful YouTube channels thanks to her shenanigans and antics. Yeah, there has always been this study and approach to how she is this narcissist who really wants attention at all costs. And it has been escalating from the Oprah interview to, well, we could say new heights or new lows. I'm a bit confused, but one thing is for certain. What she did in Paris, like 24 hours ago, was basically many people agree with me that this is literally a new record. Meghan Markle posts insensitive video of her with feet up in limo being driven past tunnel where Princess Diana was killed in a car crash. And many people are saying, many people are jumping in her defense. Oh, she didn't knew that she just posted a harmless reel on her Instagram where she was just taking a video of Paris, night skyline, and she put in her feet, by the way, on the limo's seat. That is rude, by the way. I'm gonna talk about that, but you cannot tell me that she didn't know that she was eventually, she was en route to go through pretty much the same place that Lady Di died tragically in 1997. She knew this. Like, she couldn't have possibly not known this. This is I don't know. Of all the things that I've analyzed with Meghan, I could say many things about this. She did this intentionally because, well, first of all, the video itself is like purposefully looking at Paris and the road inside a car, inside a limo. Let me put my feet with my dirty shoes in the seat. That is a really bad. It has been bad raised. That is a bad race, people. It's like this. I don't know. It's like the symbolism, as in that posture, that body language of the feet. It's like, I did it. I own this. Like this is I'm doing what I want. Especially with this that should be so traumatic to her husband, right? That's something that we should study, that part. She's doing this on purpose, knowing how people are going to react, and knowing that Harry is going to find out about that reaction. And how do you think, with all that Harry has said, how he was affected by his mother's death, how do you think he's going to feel? Not that I care, right? Not that I care. He has earned every single ounce of pain that this woman has given him. Princess the Vascular Duchess of Sussex. The media worldwide are calling Meghan Markle insensitive for putting her feet up near Princess Diana's crashed side. Page 6, Sky News Australia, the New York Post, the Daily Mail. This is basically everywhere. Like, I don't think that Meghan thought this through. Why? Because if we have learned something about her, she really doesn't like that much, bad coverage. When something backfires, we know that she doesn't like it. She's about to do something completely outrageous, maybe in the next 48 hours. By the way, I predicted that this was going to happen. You remember, like 1 or 2 weeks ago, on here on my Roger Road channel, I told you, I don't remember exactly why, but I told you that Meghan was about to do something that to just crush all headlines, and well, she did it. I'm not gonna lie, she did it. And well, there was this backlash against the Daily Mail. That I've called them the Daily Fails so many times, but this time Meghan was complaining. Well, they doubled down and proved that yes, after the party for Balenciaga, that I'm gonna make a video only about that, she went through this route, And she absolutely 100% knew that she was going to go through that bridge, tunnel, both bridge and tunnel. She knew it. She knew that. And she was staying at where Lady Di was staying back then as well, because you know that, you know what we are talking about. You know what we are talking about. This is, I mean, I was no this can be, of course. Also on Fox News, they were reviewing what she was doing. Meghan Markle puts her feet up on limo, right, in the sensitive video. The New York Post. We have so many comments. Last night says turfs are us. Harry's loving wife Meghan Markle filmed a video from her car, also filming her legs as she passed the Pont de Alma tunnel. It was not passing the Pont de Alma. It was another tunnel, but it was en route to that tunnel, so that was important to point out. The location where Princess Diana tragically died in 1997. This is next level manipulation and extremely abusive towards Harry and William. Well, for one, I would say I don't really care about Harry, and I don't think that William could be affected by this. In fact, I could say that William even expects some things like this to happen at some point. We could be really sure that whatever Netflix is going to do about that documentary about Diana that they are planning to do, that through Archwell, you know, the ones that do nothing and just put their name behind that. I think that Meghan is just trying to look for some kind of publicity for this. And there was this friend, you know, Daniel Martin, who is, really close friend of Meghan. He also posted to his Instagram, Meghan and her demon friends are trying to normalize, this is thanks to opinionated Russian that share this, trying to normalize her actions to distract from what she really did. As in, no, it's totally normal to put your dirty shoes on the seat of a limo because somehow you paid for it. I mean, that is such a bad taste. That is such a bad taste. You can take the girl out of Compton, but you can take the Compton out of the girl. That's for sure. According to Taz, putting your dirty shoes on the seats is so bloody rude and disrespectful. I agree. Opinionated Russian, and these aren't just normal vans. They're luxury transportation vans, and she's completely disregarding that other people use these vans besides her. It's so tasteless. Yeah, this just mentioning it. Queer Lips of Truth, number 2, or the second. This is not a post that Meghan Markle is going to like. I can assure you of that. This is going to make her very mad. I've studied that biatch. Yes, she likes attention, but negative ones scare her. Especially one as this. She will be very unhappy. I hope that Queer Lips of Truth is right. Of course, Meghan stayed at the Ritz, where Diana, Princess of Wales, used to stay, says Meghan Small. Will she and her lover Marcus be traveling through a tunnel later? This is exactly why she married Prince Harry. Yeah, it was all the manipulation, and we have to talk about that Balenciaga stuff. We have to talk about that Balenciaga stuff. Harry, Meghan's spear, VI Queenie, to even film near a place that caused your spouse immense psychological pain, knowing its traumatic history, and then sharing it publicly is heartless and cruel. The constant mind games Meghan Markle plays on Prince Harry are just mind-blowing. And again, it's like that nonchalant attitude of I am here, I made it, I'm here enjoying myself, I'm just gonna cross my legs right here. Because, it's that shoes, especially shoes, that is a sign of power, right? It's like you have power over something. That is a classic symbolism of shoes. And in this case, well, she is saying like, okay, she's got the power over this optics, I guess. And in one sense, that's right. She's got the power to create this traumatic memories in Harry. It's like trigger this in some way or another. And you know that she kind of controls Harry this way, especially because of all the victimization, especially of all the cosplay and Diana. That's the way that she does it. And she does it precisely because that's the only Harry is the only connection that she has to any sort of relevance. But I guess that this was not a bit too much. This was really, really too much. As in, when you break the camel's back, as I was telling you, I have covered Meghan for what now? For like 4 years already, 4 years and a half. All her videos, all her behavior, what she says, how she plans everything, how she adapts to things just to, have their agenda of her constant supply, which is like the fuel of narcissists. But at some point, you like get used to that, right? Your dopamine receptors are like saturated, and you have to go for a higher high until you do something like this, which is quite despicable. I have no other words to call this. I don't know what to say about this besides that this woman is really malevolent. I mean, I have said that so many times, but it's like we got the ultimate proof, and there's so many people saying those words as well. But I think that I have shared enough of this to realize that the lengths that Meghan Markle can, go to only for a bit of attention. That is truly a miserable life. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.